I did call in advance.
I know.
Right? Okay. So,
I didn't realize I was being recorded. That's okay.
Well, yeah. It's for a podcast.
I only know people that listen.
Do you want me to put this in the bag?
Really?
I didn't know you watch. I don't do these things,
They have been my saving grace through the snowstorm and things like that, so I could knit without watching regular daytime television.
I'll have to figure out how to do this.
That's
I'll ask my girls.
Absolutely. You could be a wonderful podcaster. That would be perfect. So, I'm here about the Long Island Yarn Crawl.
Okay.
This is its 3rd year, correct?
Yes.
Now, I come here regularly for Knit Night. You were one of the creators of this, or who created this whole thing?
I had been contacted several years ago by somebody who was doing the New York City crawl. And she contacted me in April and wanted to do the crawl in June. And that was impossible. Yeah, it was really impossible. And I had mentioned it to my local guild.
Right.
They weren't really interested in it. And then I was at Stitches, actually, in Connecticut. And I took a class with Carrie. And we got to talking. And I had said how I wanted to do it. And a couple weeks later, Carrie called me back and said, let's do this.
Cool. All right.
So that's
then it took... Now, that's in the
That's
summer.
the first one. No, then we started organizing it.
In that summer to get it to come in the following March, April.
Right. We do like 9 months in advance organization.
Very impressive. I mean, I used to do my church's antique show, and that was a process that took an entire year.
Yeah, it takes
So
almost.
it does to organize things. So your yarn guild, are the other store owners part of your knitting guild, and that's how you contacted them? No.
Carrie did research and got the names of every store on Long Island, in Nassau and Suffolk, and reached out to all of them and to ask if they would be interested in participating. So she did a lot of the legwork. As far as at that time she was a stay-at-home mom, so she had the time to do it. And she reached out and contacted to see who would be interested in doing it.
And what has the knitting community's reaction been?
For the most part, they love it. I mean, what's not to love? You get to go to all these different stores in one weekend.
Right.
They all have different promotions. We all are very different. We all, there is obviously, 9, 10 stores on Long Island, there's got to be some overlap in what you carry. But we have different store models. We have, so we're all somewhat similar, but each one is very unique.
I know I've been getting a couple emails talking about from the different stores about the events that they're having. So what events are you having?
I'm having a lot of events. I'm having a trunk show from Holiday Yarn.
Oh, good.
I'm having a trunk show from Neighborhood Fiber Company.
Okay.
I'm having a trunk show from, and you can say his name better than I can.
Tina Knits.
No,
Michael.
Yes, Michael.
Michael Dworgen.
Right, from Michael.
Yes.
He's bringing in, which is really exciting because we are the only store on Long Island, the only store in the country to carry his yarn, because it was a test thing that he thought he was going to do, and then life got in the way, so he just continues to supply this shop.
And it's lovely yarn.
It's gorgeous yarn.
I have some of his yarn, so it's
gorgeous.
Lovely yarn.
And he will be here on Saturday.
Oh,
during the crawl to meet people and talk to them. And in addition to that, on Friday night, we do a wine and cheese party.
Okay.
So after you're done crawling and you need to unwind, you can come by on Friday night for some wine and cheese.
Okay.
What else are we doing? There are, this year, very exciting. Through the crawl, we have designed a mystery knit along and a mystery crochet along. So each store that you go to will have another clue.
Okay.
So there are 9 clues to each project. You can also now sign up on Ravelry in case you don't get to all of the 9 stores.
I saw it this morning.
Yeah, we're very excited about that because then anybody across the country can do it around the world, can get our patterns and do it. So that was that's very exciting. So we'll have that on display. What else? I have a couple of new store designs.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, there's always a
That'll be
couple of
fun.
there's always a couple of new. Oh, there's also a Barocco trunk show.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm like, and I have one surprise that I can't discuss yet.
We won't do that. We'll have to leave something for discovery.
Well, it's in discussion, so.
Okay. One of the things I really have been taken with is your commitment to your local community. And I know that during the year, we knit or crochet hats, baby blankets for Winthrop Hospital and the neonatal ward.
Right.
There's a promotion going on with that for the yarn crawl.
There is to knit things for preemies. There's also one of the women involved in the crawl was involved with the Ronald McDonald House.
Mm-hmm.
So you can make larger hats or larger blankets if you want, and those will be going to the Ronald McDonald House.
Okay.
In Queens. It's kind of it's really New Hyde Park.
That one, yes, it's lovely.
Yeah. So at the hospital,
Right.
So some of the things will be going there. Some of the things will be going to Stony. They're out in Suffolk. There's another hospital that takes preemie things, and my pet project forever is Precious Pearls at Winthrop Hospital. So not only during the crawl, but hey, everybody, all year round, drop off your preemie hats here.
And our blankets.
And your blankets.
Which are what, 24
24
inches square?
inches. Yeah, they don't need to be big.
No. Preemies are tiny. Yeah. So with you, have you noticed that more people are coming to your store after the yarn crawl? That this is a way that people found you? Or?
It's definitely a way that people find you. We've tried this year to branch out with our advertising to Queens, because I think Queens is a totally, and for my store and for Port Washington, we're pretty close to the Queens border.
Yes.
And my research has shown that there's really nothing like us in the Forest Hills, Fresh Meadow, Bayside, those areas. So we've kind of reached out to some of the Queens papers to see if they will. So I think that's important. I think you eventually see a tick. Somebody will say, "Oh, I was here for the crawl and I like that, and so I came back." It's very hard unless you're really good at your paperwork.
Keep track.
It's really hard to keep. But people will come in and say, "I was here during the crawl. I really liked, this, that, or the other," and then they'll come back. So you do see follow-ups. Obviously, each store has their own loyal customers, and that's not going to change with the crawl. But you are exposing. For example, my guild meets the second Thursday of every month.
Okay.
So at my guild, I was actually the speaker of the month. So
that's helpful.
It was very good. And the thing is there are still so many people who don't support their local yarn shops, and that's what I got up at my guild and said. I'm like, you want me to come here tonight and bring you yarn that you can, look at and buy and see things, right? Then you need to support your local yarn stores, because if you don't support us and you just shop in big box stores or online, we will not be here for you when you really need us.
Right.
And so I think that's really part of also the crawl, is that I'm nestled a little bit back off the street and people don't see me, and people will walk in and go, "When did you open?" And I'm like, 14 years ago. So I think that's a big thing with the crawl, is to make them aware that all of these stores exist that people didn't know existed, and they get a map, and they go from store to store getting it stamped, and we have great prizes. I know, because I've been collecting them.
And I won one year, so I love it. So we've talked about special events. What's the most interesting thing that you think has happened in the last 2 years during the yarn crawl?
Oh, there is a group of women.
I think I know what you're going to say.
I give them, I find a prize for them every year when they walk in the door.
This is the hat people?
Every year they come in a different costume.
Yes.
And they get so into this. And, one year they came in with rollers, I think it was. And 1 year they came in with all headbands and tiaras with knitting things on it. And they are the cutest. So it's like I will find either tape, some little thing that I have to give, because it's like 5 or 6 of them.
Right.
But they are the cutest. I mean, they get so into it, they go from store to store getting their passport. I know that they are local to one store and loyal to one store, and I think it's still great that they drive around.
Yes. In a group.
In a group, like 4 or 5 of them, and going to the other stores, and even just to say hi. It's just a cute thing. It's a cute thing. I think they're the cutest.
Okay, so let's get the days and the hours. It starts on Friday or Thursday?
Starts on Thursday, March 30th.
March 30th.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
All right, so the hours on Thursday?
Every store has their own hours.
Okay, so it's normal operating hours?
Not really. Like, I extend my hours.
Okay.
So for me, I extend my hours on Thursday and Friday. I'm here till 8 o'clock. On Saturday... I think
you're going to see me on Thursday.
On Saturday, I'm here till 6.
Okay.
And Sunday, I'm not open normally, but I'm open from 11 to 5 during the call.
All right, so it's 4 days.
4 days.
To go to 9 shops. Stores. Between Nassau and Suffolk County.
Right.
All right.
We're good.
I have my map. Now, for the donated items, the hats, now, do the blankets also get one of those tags?
You need tags on everything.
And they're online?
They're online. The passport is online. You can go to the Long Island Yarn Crawl website.
Yes.
And you can download patterns for your charity donations. You can download your passport.
Okay.
You can download the charity tags that go on.
Yes.
So
I print out a page and then wrote all my stuff in, and then that's going through the photocopier.
One way or another.
That's right.
So and then other stores, like I have a nice relationship with some of the stores in town. Mm-hmm. So I will have on my table, and other stores will recommend restaurants if you want to eat in.
Yeah, because
those restaurants, the yogurt
yarn crawling is tiring work.
The yarn store, the yogurt store next door to us, he usually lets me print out 10% off tickets. So
nice.
If people go in there, he'll give them 10% off. So yeah,
it's a great experience.
Yeah, just everybody has to bring quarters.
Right.
A lot of the towns have metered parking. Roslyn has metered parking, so just be aware to our meters do take credit cards. They do take dollar bills.
Yes.
But that's something that people often forget about, is that a lot of these towns are metered, and you need to come prepared for that.
Sounds good. Yeah. Anything that I forgot to ask?
We have really nice giveaway bags if you spend $40 in each store.
Okay. I think I have bags from last year and the year before. They're really good bags.
This year they're even nicer.
Oh,
they're a heavier quality.
That's going to be a hit on my budget.
they're really nice bags.
Good. Yeah. Fantastic. Anything else?
I think I covered it all.
All right.
Please come visit us.
I'm going to do a short tour around with this machine, and then we will say goodbye. All right. So, there's the front door. So as you walk in, we have just shelves and shelves and shelves of yarn. And there's a lot of different yarn companies and designers represented here. I will show you. All right, so here is Madeline Tosh. We've got Neighborhood, I believe, on the other side. Yes. I'll find it. And I know that Holiday is generally over here. Yes. There's Holiday. And then I know, yes, this is at Titternitz and his gradated yarn. And I think
we're almost sold out of his Selena.
It's fabulous. So with that,
this is all that's left.
Oh, that's amazing. So please come and join us for the yarn crawl. I know I'm starting on Thursday, and I probably won't be finished until Sunday. So thanks a lot. Bye.